everybody, One Wisdom here, 1:26 in the morning. We just wrapped up Dark Kingpin's base upgrade, still got him on the portal, and after a few technical difficulties after that recording, I have decided to go ahead, and I think just go ahead and give Dark Kingpin the top path of penguin combos. My logic, in all honesty, is simply that I think it is going to be the better suited path for him. I think a dark Skylander coupled with this blue ice blade enhancement, if we were to create that or have it printed off or custom paint it, I think that suits the dark color scheme better than standard Kingpin with the gold. And then of course standard Kingpin will go ahead and take him down Ice Mastery, which since he is white, way more white obviously than dark Kingpin, it sort of ties in better I think with the blizzard and the iceberg concept. So that's my logic, that's my story. I am always interested in knowing what you pick and why. If you're in the situation where you have Kingpin and dark Kingpin, and assuming that you don't just love one path and take both of them down it, most people, I feel, would come in and take penguin combos with one and ice mastery with the other. What do you base that off of? Are you an aesthetics person like myself, which in most cases you're going to do that, really with no difference in stats? That's kind of the only logical thing I can come up with personally. I know Spyro557 has said he's the same way. He likes to do it based on aesthetics. But you have to realize different people will think different things, where my logic is Dark Kingpin is going to look better in theory with this ice blade here. Some of you, 50% or more than likely, will say, no, you've got to be joking me. Standard Kingpin would look way better rocking the ice blade. So let me know if you've got both of them, or theoretically if you had both of them. Some people don't have the Dark Starter Pack. Similarly, some people only purchase the Dark Starter Pack. My logic, if you just did one, it makes way more sense to do the Dark Starter Pack. And I say that because eventually the standard starter packs are liquidated, and you also have a way better chance of finding a standard Kingpin, a standard Golden Queen, a shelf fodder or trade-in or garage sale type of finds for a way cheaper price than a dark or alt deco Skylander. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Let's go ahead and get started here. So, penguin combos. It's the name of the path. It's the name of the first upgrade, conveniently enough. So XXB will give us a frozen combo. XXY will give us a spin combo. So that actually makes a lot of sense. B is our secondary attack, Frost Breath, and Y is our Penguin Drill / Giga Drill. So it kind of ties in that manner as well. So my apologies, we have to click this first. I thought I'd already done that. But penguin combos, we're going to improve the slashing techniques. If you're interested in Ice Mastery, we're going to showcase that next with standard Kingpin. So that should be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So this video should be Thursday. Standard Kingpin and Ice Mastery should be Saturday. So let's go ahead and rock this out for 1700 and see what it's all about. Now, oh, I forgot I was up here. Typically, I have trouble getting these to execute consistently. Like that. Okay, really? Okay. Really? Like, we're doing everything but the combo. So I've given up on XXB. There we go, we got XXY working. Oh, one time. 1 out of 2. There we go. So 2 out of 3 on that one. Why can't we get this one to work? There we go. That's like 1 out of 5 on it. Yep. It's one of those things. You're just going to be spamming buttons if you throw the other 2 in. From time to time, you can do a combo. So I'm thinking we'd be better suited to showcase this stuff outside of this area. That was supposed to be the combo. It was not. The way it'll probably work for us is we'll kill the dummies before the combo executes. Oh, 234? Are you kidding me? We've got to investigate that. No way. No way, man. Okay, so penguin combo. XXB, which that would be, what was the exact name? Whoops. If you wonder why it says ownership, the first time we put Dark Kingpin on the portal, it would have been on the Wii U version of the game. So XXB is Frozen Combo. Frozen is going to be equal to 234, which is insane. Critical hit on that half would be 117, so crit would be 351. Now the challenge for me now is to see how long the dummies will stay frozen. So spin combo will be the name of the other. Let's see if we can log this once more. Nope. Let me just go ahead and kill this guy, because I know it would be a pain. Oh, it's an insta-kill that time. No, don't. Oh, man. Okay. Basically, if I touch them, I have to kill them, or we're going to blow it. Okay. And again, this is the downside to combos, and this has been an issue for me personally throughout the history of Skylanders. I would love to see a developer or someone in the studio consistently execute combos, because I don't think it can be done in some cases. I literally do the same thing every single time, and you see the success rates and the lack thereof. So, of course, part of the problem here, once we don't have... Oh my gosh. What we're trying to log is the time that he stays frozen, and so if I do anything to him, that 234 will pretty much instantly kill him. Oh. And this is why I don't typically be a fan of the combos. I can't stress that enough. Cool, will we ever get to do this, or will this video last an hour?
Especially pain.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to just not care. I mean, this is to have to waste this much time to execute what we just purchased is insane. We do everything but the combo. Man.
Sky Chi power ready.
Okay, well, that was 351 and an instant kill. "7 seconds, I'm going to call that. And that's where I stop, because that was a ridiculous waste of our time. So, interestingly enough, the huge, amazing graphic detail of it dissipated, and he was just standing there like he was, on a different planet, or completely stunned. But I guess he was just frozen without the presence of ice. So 234 to 351. That part's amazing. Getting it to happen, good luck. 7 seconds there. So the spin, let's see if we can get this. We did have better luck with it. So we will XXY. Lots of 35s. Good luck ever figuring out how many. Already killed it. So what I'm going to do now for you is showcase the Sky Chi. And I do that because we might fill the meter back up and be able to do it again. Once again, it's ice to meet you and you. So we're going to hold right trigger, steer with left stick. That's about it. So we want all 4 dummies here. It's not quite what you would think it would be. He stuns everybody, and then he does 37 to 56. I'm trying not to kill people. 440. Whoa. Okay, so let me do this. 37 to 56 tons of times. If 440 was a finale number that was a critical hit, let's see. I'm thinking 220, but that, of course, would only be 110. So we would be needing something plus whatever to equal 440. Let's go ahead and put dash 440. And the crit on that, where would we be? 260 would be 390. So 300 would be 450. 290... half of that would be 145, right? So that would be 390, 335. So we're between 290 and 300. So 295 would be 180. It's somewhere around there. I'll come in and fill the blanks. I don't really feel like doing math. I'm still perturbed that we spent that much time just to find out you got 7 seconds of activity there. Now, there is the chance that if we were to lay down Ice Charge level 1 and then execute a combo in it, that could potentially do more damage. But truth be told, I don't really care to investigate that. That was supposed to be a combo. That was supposed to be a combo. No, my goodness, buddy. I just, when you... Oh, man.
Keep your friends close and your enemies sliced up.
I think it was 37 to 56. It was 35, so that's what I was trying to do. I left spin blank up here. So 35, half of that, 17, 5, 18. That'll be 53 on the critical. And X. That's what we're going to put there. So, cool. We'll go downstairs and maybe play with that. In terms of doing the extra damage, it's a possibility.
What this does not measure is
If I sit here and attempt to execute a combo before we kill an enemy inside the ice ring that would be weakening the enemy, we could be here all day. And quite frankly, I don't have time for that. YouTube doesn't really expend anything on my little behalf, and I've got to sleep because I have to work a real job because of that. So 2200 is the price for Ice Blade. This should be an aesthetic change, I'm thinking. So we equip Ice Blades and we increase Kingpin's damage. I assume only to the primary attack. Oh, it didn't change here. That looks the same to me. Okay, it changed here. Significant change. Did we make the right decision? I don't know. I do think, okay, if you look at him and he's got sort of the silver glow, I just think this blue complements it better. If that was gold in this color of blue, I don't know. I would be interested in seeing it, but not to the point that I want to reset a Skylander, go back and get their Sky Cheat, go back and get the money, and then see what I think of it aesthetically. Skylander Tutor never should have been brought into the game and then taken away. So, primary attack, we're technically still doing 35, so... Oh, that's a big jump. So, 35 to 57. Let's just go ahead and finish him off quickly. So, yeah, 57, you saw the crit there of 86. So it'll be 57 to 86, 57 to 86. So we went from 35 to 57, that's a jump of 22. Now we were doing 58 to 87 on the uppercut. Let's just fire off 1, 2, 3, 4. 89 and 180. Good grief. Half of 89 is going to be 44.5, which we will just simply call 45. And that would be 80, 120, 129, 134. And then the finale is 180, I think, standard. So that would be half and 90, 270 as our crit. So, if I'm not mistaken, the primary attack, 57, 86, 57, 86, uppercut, 89 to 134, ground pound finale, 180 to 270. Let's watch it again. Kind of blew that one, but it still killed him with the increase in damage. Let's make sure that all of our other attacks are still the same. Oh! When did that go to 16, buddy? So that must have been an upgrade across the board. So, oh, interesting. Frost Breath, 16 to 24. Let's see if the jump attack changed. Jump attack was doing 58 to 87. So, oh my gosh. I went from 58 to 81. That's 23. So jump attack increased 81. Half of that would be 40.5, which is 41, so 122 on the critical hit. And I can only assume that our, I guess we'll just call it the Giga Drill, since that's where we left off. It was doing 13 to 20. Oh man, it's up to 18. This was a big deal. I don't understand why it increased Frost Breath, but I'm not going to argue. Obviously that will take a while to kill things, but Giga Drill, 18 to 24 now. This turned out to be a pretty significant deal, not only aesthetically, but numerically as well. So, primary increase, secondary increase, tertiary increase. Let's see. I can only assume that means this would increase.
Has a nice ring
19 on the ring. And then we do 68. Wow. So, what was that called? We'll just say ice ring. It's going to be 19. Our critical off of that would be 29. Man, this is a big entry in the spreadsheet, isn't it? So ice ring 19 to 29. Then our primary there has increased. It looks like 11 again. So let's go ahead and attempt to document all of that. I don't know that we can actually. Well, I've got a break this. Pardon me.
Keep your friends close and your enemies
Okay.
sliced up.
So here we go. Well, that's going to be difficult. I'm thinking downstairs is going to be better for us, actually. So that's what we'll do, is just go downstairs, because I'm going to have a constant issue of either killing enemies here, or if I have multiple enemies, trekking one that we would hit, but they die, and then we don't hit the other one.
Chain is
So,
only as strong as its weakest.
final base upgrade here is Emperor Penguin. Hold X to enter Emperor Penguin mode to gain a damage bonus. 3,000's the price, we'll take it. So hold X, they say. That was why I was holding X on Nintendo. That was about 20 seconds. I was about to stop and say, hey, I don't think this is going to end. I think we have 20 seconds there. And if that increases everything again, oh my, the spreadsheet we will have. So, let's see if there is any damage when we enter this. No, that does no damage. 74. I couldn't even see the damage numbers. That increased. Looks like that and everything increased again. So we're going to go downstairs because it should be way easier for me to showcase this to you. Bottom line, these two upgrades are very significant to Kingpin across the board.
What this does not measure is the size of my heart.
What we have left is Soul Gem, and I've been interested in it for quite some time. 4,000 is the price. This could be a Slam Bam type thing with Yeti cooling factor. If we go all the way back to SSA, you got a Soul Gem. It basically added sunglasses and you could snowboard. Didn't really do anything amazing, but it looked cool. It was funny. It was a novelty type of a thing more than anything else. That could be what we have here. This could also be devastating. You know, this could be Super Mario 64 snowball type stuff. I don't know. But we're going to pick it up and see what we get. So I'm going to hold Y, all right.
Yes!
Oh, that's pretty cool. And that makes using the drill way more important. He's got a nice animation there when he does that. That looks like it's going to do a crud ton of damage. It could also just blow up in the enemy's face and be a novelty. What did that do? Was it 144? There's really not space for me here to work with this. So let's just do the Sky Chi once again. And we'll head downstairs and showcase everything. So, here we go.
Sensei power.
Oh, we're doing increased damage now. Don't kill everyone, please.
Enter the penguin.
So, that's important to note. Let's see here. We're going to have to put a semicolon after the Sky Chi and have penguin combos. We were doing 51, I think, where previously we were doing 37, so that's plus 14. Half of 51, 25, 5, 26, 77 on the critical side. And then the explosion at the end, I didn't catch. It was 400 something. I assume higher than 440. So, yeah. It's pretty crazy, is all I can say. Very pleasantly surprised with what this delivered. It's not anything really cool or revolutionary. It's just legitimate increases across the board 2 times. And that's very difficult to argue with, I've got to say. So, the snowball... I'm so glad that we have both the dummy dispenser and the stationary training dummies, because this would be a complete nightmare to showcase without the combination of the two. I still have dreams of an arena where I can pick any enemy in the game and spawn them in. It would be... I don't know if they could just like give me a developer version of the game, maybe. It would be cool. Let's do the snowball here. 144. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can hit both of them. 216 on the crit. That's just so awesome. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. This is sort of like something I always wished Eruptor would have had. You know, granted, he's had the magma balls and everything, but I always wished there would have been something like more forceful and violent. Sort of along the lines of this. Just imagine Eruptor doing this, and instead of a snowball, it's like a molten fireball. I think it has potential. I don't know. Let me get in here to snowball. 144 to 216. I'll take it. That's pretty awesome. So, Emperor Penguin, I'm going to say 20-second runtime. And what I want to try now is XXB and see if we can get this to work. Nope. Nope. Got it, and nothing landed. Amazing.
Has a nice ring to it.
That's so annoying. 327. Okay. I think that's more than it used to be. It is. It's way more than it used to be. So I'll assume that is just from us being in the ring. I didn't see that. Oh man. This is so annoying to execute the combos. It's like, what's the point in having something if you can never get it to work? What was that number? It just rocketed away. I swear it was like 475 is what it looked like. How do they expect anyone to see that, you know? Come on, dude. This, again, 327, I think, right there. So, wow. Ice Blade is going to increase the combo. Frozen combo will be 327. Half of that would be, geez, 163.5. So 164 plus 327. 164 and 327, 480, 491, something. I'm really tired and need to be asleep. But hey, what can you do? The other one was the spin, which we were doing 35 to 53 with it. Let's see what we can do now. Cool, we'll just not do it. 49 to 74. Jeez. And we have a success rate of 2 times.
Cold cut.
So, spin is 49 to 74. And then I think all of these would increase if we were inside the ice ring as well. And again, you know, maybe if I was getting paid to make a strategy guide, or if YouTube hadn't changed, I'd be more inclined to do this. But the fact of the matter is, I've got to be up in a few hours to go to a real job. And it's really, honestly, the main thing holding me back is it's so difficult to get the combo to actually work. So I'm going to try this one round. Actually, let's try with the spin. It's got a better success rate. Not that it matters. Okay, we just missed it. That's cool. Right. Okay, if we could just ever have this work. It's the most frustrating thing you ever have to do in this game is get the stupid combos to function like they're supposed to. And I can't tell you. Oh, now we're in Emperor mode, which we don't want to be in right now. Can I end that by holding X again? Nope, you're just in it. I wonder if you get a speed boost with that. We didn't really check that in there. Okay, let's do this again. So we've got it charged up. I'm gonna hold B. I want to X, X, Y. Nope, didn't get it. X, X, Y. Didn't get it. You know what? I mean, you probably do more damage, but I'm just a simple man at 1:52 in the morning, and I don't care to waste another moment of my life attempting to do that right now. So this video could literally have probably been 15 to 18 minutes long, but we've probably spent 10 minutes trying to get the combos to work, and sadly that's no stretch of anything. That's just the simple truth. Emperor Penguin now, which we've not even attempted to document. Let's go ahead and try to do that. We're going to start with the primary here. 74, 74, 116. What was the final? 233? Yeah. Was it 233 or 223? That's cool. We'll just not have it. Okay. Let's try this again. 233. Okay. Alright, so 233, is that the 150? It would have to be, or 350 I should say, which those are insane numbers. I mean, this is fantastic stuff. It's just when you've spent 10 minutes trying to get combos to work in a game, it's a bit frustrating, isn't it? So 233, half of that would be 117, because we'd round up from 16.5. So yeah, that would be 350. We finish at 350, which is crazy. 116, half of that would be what? 58, right? Yeah, 58. So 116 and 58 would be 166, 174, I think is our critical. And then the 74s, we would have 37, right? Which would be 111. So 74 to 111. 74 to 111. 116 to 174, and 233 to 250 on your primary. And through the duration of Emperor Penguin, you can probably click that off 4 times, possibly 4.5 to 5. That is insane damage for doing nothing more than holding X and then spamming the X button. If we enter Emperor Penguin and we do Frost Breath, we're doing 21. Our crits there are 32, so Frost Breath, 21 to 32. We have to do the jump attack too. It was 81 where we left off. So I've got to hold X. And we're going to come over here, jump attack. Are you kidding me? 105 to 158, which is amazing. And then our Giga Drill is going to equal, it was 18 to 24. Let's see what we get now. 22 to 33, which again is a huge jump. Frozen combo. Could we ever get this to work? Well, we've got 20 seconds to make it happen. 20 seconds to make this happen, folks. Let's see if we can do it. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay, timed out. Wonderful. So in 20 seconds, we couldn't get it to work. Let's try the spin combo. Nope.
Got it.
Nope. Nope.
Cold cut.
Nope. This is something I've complained about legitimately since SSA, and it has never been addressed. So 63 to 95, we finally got it to work once. Can we do it twice? Probably not. Okay, wonderful. That's just... Spin combo, 63 to 95, which is, again, fantastic. It's just good luck ever getting that to happen. If you do, it will be by complete chance. So we still want to not give up on this. We want to at least see what it's like. Okay. Alright. Cool. 20 seconds wasted again. 20 seconds probably going to be wasted once more. Right. 425, I think, is what I saw. So we'll just run with that. Frankly, all I know is it's amazingly high damage. So 425 looked to be standard, which is insane. Half of that would be 212.5, which would be 213, which combined would be 638. So good luck getting it to happen, but if you can, you'll pretty much kill anything instantly. I mean, that's something that would level people in nightmare mode type of a thing. Now, we also know the snowball was doing some increased damage here, so let's see if we can get that to work. 144. Let's go to Emperor Penguin mode now. The good news is I think this will work. Oh, it does that too. They're very generous with Emperor Penguin, I've got to say. So let's come over here in my spreadsheet, and I want to say snowball was 186, right? And half of that would be 93. So 186 and 93 would be 279. Ridiculous. I mean, that's just insane. So the question now, of course, is does the Sky Chi get impacted by Emperor Penguin as well? And I think it would. Can you enter Emperor Penguin and do the ring charge as well? I think you can. $88, have we ever done that? We haven't. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Typically the game is nowhere near this generous. So, double semicolon. Level 1 ice charge. So, here's what we gotta do. We got a frosty breath. Gotta destroy it. We're ready to be charged. I'm gonna hold X in an Emperor Penguin. Then I'm going to hold B to enter this. And we've got 88, 88, 139, 279. 88. Where am I on my spreadsheet? 88, 88, 139, 279. Is that what it was? Well, let me double check here. So I'm going to hold this down. And we're going to... Oh, we lost it. My apologies.
Cold
Alright,
cut.
so there's that. There's that. Emperor Penguin time. And then we want to do this.
Fight.
Oh, I'm doing Nintendo buttons. My apologies. Alright, there we are. Can we get there in time? Yes, 279. We timed out. Okay, well, I'll do the math on that crud later because this video is taking forever. In part because it's amazing, in part because combos don't work. So, now we want to destroy this. We want to come in and I guess we'll do Frostier Breath, so Emperor Penguin mode. And then we're entering the ring. And now we're doing 25 with Frostier Breath. And then the drill itself, we'd have to get again. Oh, it timed out.
Yeah.
This is a bit annoying. You'll just kind of do this stuff as it happens. 26, right? 233 on the snowball? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So there's that. It's 2 in the morning. I've still got to edit the base upgrades to have that up. What was supposed to be in a couple of hours. I need to upload the room that I rendered out last night, but my internet's slow and it takes like 2.5 hours to upload that video. So, bottom line, if you take Penguin Combos, the first upgrade, it's really good, but it sucks because it never works. It'll be a nightmare to get to execute. Some of you will say, "Oh, well, you're doing it wrong." No, no. I know how to press XX and then B and XX and then Y. I've been playing games probably a lot longer than most of you have. And when something works, it works. When something doesn't work, it doesn't work. When something takes time to adjust to, you would have adjusted to it by now. If there was some secret where it's, ooh, you gotta XX and then B. That should have done the combo. It didn't. Okay. You can spam it as fast as you can. You don't get it. You can 1, 2, and then 3, and you don't get it. I can't tell you. I mean, I didn't program the game. I don't design it. I just play it, and when there's a problem, I'll tell you. Just like when there's something amazing that needs to be praised, I do the same. So Penguin Combos is realistically to me kind of a wash. If it ever does work, it's super cool, particularly Frozen, which is doing insane damage. Ice Blade that comes in next has a very significant aesthetic change. Some of you will like it, some of you will hate it. If you hate it, you might consider Ice Mastery. We'll check it out here in a little bit with Standard Kingpin, which is another reason I'm in a hurry. I wanted to get all of these done tonight if possible, to free up some time later in the week. But it honestly impacts every single thing. You would think in the history of Skylands, typically, you get this and you're like, oh wow, it's going to change everything. And it would just change the primary, which that would have been enough, but it addresses the primary, the secondary, the tertiary based soul gem. It enhances your secondary hold attack that is already increasing the damage. And then if that wasn't enough, you get Emperor Penguin, and it increases everything just like Ice Blade, but it also increases things when you're in the level 1 charge state. It's a little overwhelming. It also increases the Sky Chi. It is, in short, it's amazing. It's overwhelming and it's amazing. This is a fantastic path damage-wise. Again, this is sort of what you expect from a starter pack character. This is their way of saying, hey, let's pick a character well-rounded. People can come in with, kids can pick up, upgrade, and be successful with, even on higher difficulties. Veteran players will appreciate maybe something unique or the OP nature of him. This is a destructive path, a force to be reckoned with. If PvP was still a thing, if you had time to get Kingpin into Emperor Penguin, he would be an absolute juggernaut. And that's why I so wish that we would have a standalone PvP game come. Way more than a mobile game. If you didn't know, Battlecast, which was sadly just not supported or promoted very well in my opinion, that had such high potential that was just never realized. I kept thinking, hey, they're going to release the other characters, little by little, and it'll be super exciting. Terrafin will come, and then so, nothing materialized from it. That, to me, was just... I have to pin it, honestly, on just a lack of promotion and support. They're giving the cards away for free now, if you didn't know. Servers go down September 1st, which is super unfortunate. And that's why, personally, it's not just Battlecast. Historically, not just Skylanders either, which has a really bad track record with the mobile side of games. Everything I've ever kind of been into that's been mobile-based is just lackluster. It's disappointing, it's dropped, it's not continued. Apple forces you to update your iPad to use something that you have to use or that you want to use. It makes the app unplayable. They don't offer a way to go back. The developers have given up updates, and so you basically spent money on things like Battlegrounds that you can't even play. And then there's bugs or issues and people just quit fixing them, and then again you have to do a system update and it makes it unplayable for whatever. I really don't understand the incompetency that goes across the board there, between particularly Apple. I haven't had that much issue with Android, but like Apple, you can go from system update whatever to the next one, and things that you had bought on the App Store and paid money for no longer function. And it's ridiculous. That's one of the many reasons why I'm not a big fan of Apple. But you know, they're canon battlecast, and whatever is coming, you know, it might be neat. Particularly, it might have a better chance of faring well or getting more publicity or attention, since we don't have a proper console installment. But honestly, there's still that aura associated with anything mobile that it's going to be just half-hearted, half done, never fully realized, never fully developed, never pushed to its full potential, not marketed correctly, not promoted properly. And then it's just going to be a waste of your time and money in a mere matter of months or a year or so. And then shortly after that, it probably won't even be playable. And so it really makes me wish that time and resources would just be invested in a standalone PvP, and it would be fantastic. You could even remaster the original 4 adventure packs for the Tower of Time and add them to Imaginators. More so than a mobile game, I cringe when I hear mobile game. I don't consider mobile gaming to be legitimate. It's something that you do because you don't have access to your computer or your console. You know, the 3DS is a fantastic device. The Switch is fantastic. If you've got a Vita and there's games for it, I'm sure it's good. Playing on your cell phone, they basically sell to a whole bunch of casual gamers. The mobile market is littered with microtransactions, and the end user that was hoping for a console-esque experience is extremely disappointed, and then everything comes crumbling down within a matter of months, or Apple does a system update that completely keeps you from being able to play it, and then the developers never work around that or patch it so it works, and you're left with a lot of time and money and effort that you've sunk into something that is ultimately just thrown to the wayside as if it never even happened and never mattered. And I hate that. That's one of the reasons there's a lot of people make, oh, can't wait for the mobile game, 27 is going to be awesome. No, I'm not even, no, I know better than that. I hope it's amazing. I hope it's awesome. I want to expect nothing, because if I expect anything more than nothing, I and you will most likely be severely disappointed. Battlecast, once again, I feel like if we would have just pushed it a little bit, maybe made it the front page of Twitch for a couple of days like Hearthstone is every day, people would have been like, what the frick is this? I've heard of Skylanders. They have a card game now. I don't really know why the card games are so popular, but they are. Battlecast had everything you could hope for, particularly the collectability side on the retail physical market end of it. And it was just all lost. And it was a horrible experience for pretty much everyone. And yeah, I'm going to end it there. This bottom line, this stuff is amazing. I could probably do a better job if we could get the combos to work, but if you are able to enter Emperor Penguin, enter the level 1 Ice Arena, and then execute the combos or anything, you will do insane damage that will likely obliterate anything and everything on the screen quite easily. So that is the good news. This path is amazing. I can't really see Ice Mastery delivering this kind of damage. I'm not even sure a lot of people that take Penguin combos are assessing it and analyzing it at this same level we are, and realizing what this cumulatively adds up to. I mean, 20 seconds in Emperor Penguin, that's a lot of time to do a lot of damage. It's pretty crazy, I've got to say. So, box stock Penguin combo starts at 35, and then we come in and we're doing 74 in Emperor Penguin mode. That's over double. It's not too often that you see something like that. And again, having it apply across the board with Ice Blade and then the Ice Charge level 1, it's, again, overwhelming and amazing. So, I will leave it at that. This video is really long in part because of that. And then, hey, why not complain about mobile gaming as well when you've had to waste time trying to get combos to work? So I view the non-functional combos kind of like I do mobile games in general. So that's that, man. I mean, Mario Run might be good. I don't even download it because I just assume I'll be disappointed, you know. And then the microtransactions just... that stuff genuinely pisses me off. You know, I would rather pay $9.99 for a game than get something for free and have to grind out for hours what other people are just suckered into giving 99 cents for. And they say, oh, it's just 99 cents. And then if you sit there and think about how many times you paid 99 cents, you've spent a lot of money on basically a really, really subpar gaming experience. So I would rather replay SSA, you know. I mean, let's just cut to the chase there. But I will give it a go most likely, but I am expecting nothing. Mobile games are terrible, in my opinion. Again, there's something to do if you're on your cell phone, but if you've never played a 3DS, a Nintendo DS, if you don't have a Switch, those really shine in that. You can get like a top tier game that you can genuinely enjoy at home or on the go, and it just so much outperforms anything I've ever seen from the mobile market. So that's my opinion. I'm old school. I don't care if you disagree with me. I will never be swayed. There's sitting here with a controller in my hand on a big TV or at the gaming computer will always and forever outweigh sitting, however big cell phones become in the future. It will not ever replace the experience for me. So that said, sad stuff and rants aside, Penguin Combos is a legitimately amazing upgrade path. It's just overwhelming, and I'll leave it at that. I'm oneofweezem.com, SkylanderClub.com. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Mixer, and subscribe here on YouTube. Let me know what you think of the path. Did you know it was this insane? Did you know that Ice Blade, Emperor, Penguin, and Ice Charge level 1 all stacked? Does it matter to you? Do you hate this and you took Ice Mastery and love it? Once again, I'm about to take Ice Mastery with standard Kingpin. We'll see what we think of it. But if you've got thoughts on the mobile gaming, if you disagree with me, feel free to throw that out there. Again, a lot of it is probably I'm old school. I grew up with the NES, Sega Genesis, SNES. Those were my childhood. I've tried the mobile stuff. Again, I plan to do Skylanders Battlegrounds, right? I mean, that was going to be a playthrough that I did. As painstakingly stupid as it is to do something off of the iPad and resource intensive like you would not believe, that was something I planned to do. I think Apple might have actually just updated it one night, forced upon me. I decline every single update they ever push at me, and they do it every single night. But a couple of years ago, I think they pushed something and they just did it themselves, and it killed Battlegrounds. And I've been ticked off ever since. So I'll leave it at that. We're going to go and we'll take Kingpin down to Ice Mastery, hopefully have a good time there. I can't imagine it being this complicated, but we shall see. So stay tuned for that. As always, thanks for watching. I got to get a drink of water so I don't lose my voice. I'll catch you back here for the next installment of Skylanders Research. Adios.